Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing all right. It's about 11:15 in the morning, and me and Rob, we're off to Cannon Hill Park for the day. Not been to this park in a long time, actually. In fact, I think the longest time I went was before the pandemic, so definitely going to be nice to see it again in this weather as well, even though it's absolutely boiling. Yeah, we're facing a heat wave in the UK right now. So I think it's currently 30 degrees in Birmingham. If any Aussies are watching this, I know you'll think that's nothing, but yeah, for the UK, this is absolutely hot. As our average hottest temp is around 25 degrees. So here we are, just entered Cannon Hill Park. As you can see already, it's very different to Sutton Park. It's got all these flowers, separate ponds. There's golf course further back, and it's got an art gallery as well, the Mac. We'll head in there in a bit as well. But yeah, it's quite nice and open as well. We just quickly went in the Mac, me and Rob, needed to get some more water as we're dehydrating. But yeah, this is the first time I've drunk water out of a can. In fact, when they handed it to me, I thought I was still waiting for a bottle, but when they pointed it, I said, "Oh, thanks." I didn't realise this was the water, but definitely much needed as it's fucking boiling today. But we're gonna have a walk around there. Just walking past some activities now. Got a tennis court this side, also the other side, and there we got a fairground with just small rides, and then background right over there. You can just see in the background there's a golf course back there. Would also like to add that I did not sleep my best last night, so yep, I'm aware I look like trash in this vlog, but hey. So now we've just come to this weird building in the background. If you look at the state of it, it looks like it's an abandoned building, but it's not actually. It kind of looks like it's a cafe. Can just see in the background, not sure if you viewers can see, but it looks like they're selling drinks in there and the seating, but yep, that is definitely an abandoned building. Well, no, not definitely, it could have been, and they've just reopened it, I don't know, but it definitely looks like it used to be an abandoned building. So now we've just come to inflatables. Not quite sure what this inflatable is in the background there, but right over there, there's another inflatable. We're not sure what that is, so we're going to go see what that is in a minute. We were talking about abandoned buildings a few seconds ago, and now we found an actual abandoned building, a black and white house. Another interesting building there in the background. Imagine living at this park, that would be so cool. So now we're coming closer to this inflatable obstacle course. By the looks of it, it looks like the children have to hide and then the parents go and find them. I mean, it does say hide and seeker, and the parents were getting time then. Yep, I just saw they were looking for their kids, so that's what it is. It's interesting. But seeing the Haribo, yep, see if I can zoom in. Nope, I can't zoom in while it's like this, but yeah, it says Haribo on the side. That does make me want a pack of Haribo, no? Okay, so, don't know about you, but I think now we should just stay in the shade as much as possible, as it's absolutely boiling.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, stay in the shade as much as possible. We'll find a lot of interesting things though, like we've just spotted another interesting thing back here, so, over there, so, yep, we're going to take a closer look at that now. This thing in the background, as we discovered by reading that there, Rob's just having another look at it. This was actually designed as a memorial for a couple of people who were killed in a terrorist attack in 2015. But yeah, it's quite an interesting design though, and definitely a good way to remember people by. So right now we're just on a bridge, and I mean, it's nice, but look at how damaged the water is. It worries me really that well, we don't look after our water well, how people are just chucking things into it. I do wish more people would care about the environment, but that's the sad thing, like I can't control what other people think. But I am a big believer in saving the planet, so it does sadden me when things get chucked in the water. is the other side of the bridge now. Nice reflection there in the water. Okay, so we spoke too soon, kind of. We said we were going to stay in the shade as much as possible, but we're back in the heat now. Yep, no trees in this bit to keep us shaded. Just passing a play area now. At last, we're back in the shade now. We're back in the Tarzan zone. It's true, Birmingham does have a secret beach. Now we're back in the heat. Yep, this is a funny park. We're sheltered, then we're not sheltered, then we're sheltered, then we're not sheltered. But I see a lot of different things in the park now. There's those trees in the background there. Oh, we've got another bridge here now. Are we going to cross this bridge? Well, it looks like this bridge just takes us back to the main road now. So no, we're not going to cross there. We're going to stay in the park. And now we're back in the shade, back in the Tarzan jungle area. So we're crossing another bridge now. This bridge is very different to the other one. It's wider. It's got a more narrow part to the river either side as well. All sunny that side, all shady this side, but the way we're heading now is not shady at all, so wish us luck getting through that. Okay, I take back what I said, as the way we've come now, we're approaching a shady zone, so yep, it's all good. We're not going to be stuck in the heat for too long. Walking on the other side of the river now. This is a much more narrow path, and yep, it's very shady. Definitely what we need in this boiling hot weather. You thought that path was narrow, just wait till you see this one. And now an even more narrow path. We're literally just walking through some plants now. We've just spotted a spider here, though I'm not sure if you viewers can see, but we don't want to break the web, so I'm just going to do what Rob did now, crawl under. It's very hard to do that when you're as tall as me, 6 foot.
I'll highlight the line with my finger.
Okay, sure. I'm just gonna go under where Rob is pointing. Oh God, don't want to get muddy.
Okay, head down.
Oh,
there you go. You'll be fine now.
Yep.
If you just keep going forward.
Am I through?
Keep going. Just a little more. Yeah, if you stood up now, as long as you didn't go too far back, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And you through?
I'm through. And now I think we've come to what could be the narrowest path in the park. Wish us luck. We've just noticed as well, in this narrow path we're taking, there's stinging nettles and thorns, so gonna have to put our arms in the air, I think. Becoming a bit of a jungle now. But Rob's just having a look down that way. I think that's going to be the route we take. Okay, so now having gone down that route, we've come back to the river. This way looks very blocked off to us, so we're going to head back this way now and then cross over the river and go back the way we came. We've come to another blocked off area. I mean, we could go across the water and step on the rocks, only the rocks do look far apart from each other. So we're heading up this way now, and then we're going to rejoin the main path. We've just reached an easier point to cross. It's more shallow here, more rocks as well, so we're going to cross here now. Wish us luck. So we just managed to get across. Those rocks were quite unstable, but we did make it across. We didn't go all the way across the rocks though. From about that bit we just jumped over, but we seem to be, I mean I didn't get too wet. You can just see my shoe now. Rob's shoes are already dry, but in this heat even if we did get wet it would dry out fast, so all good. So now we're just heading back into the Mac for a bit. We're not sure what's going on up there though. So now we're just sat in the Mac, needs to cool down as it's absolutely boiling hot. Have to get enough of water, but also got an ice cream as well. And you know, I said earlier in the vlog, that obstacle course made me want a pack of Haribo. Well, ended up getting one in the end. As for Rob, he went for a slushie. So now, after refreshing from the heat, we're back out in the heat. Oh, ducks and swans there. but we're just passing these things on the left, which I think used to be stuff. It looks like there's still some stuff going on in maybe one or two of them. Check out this bridge. Oh yes, the best bridge ever. Now we've just approached lots of flowers. Come to another plant area. Kind of looks like a maze, this bit. It's quite interesting. Let's walk around it. Oh look, it's a roundabout. Hang on, I'm going the wrong way. We left-hand drive in this country, so gonna go round the roundabout. So, we were following another path, but it looks like this one's just gonna take us to a dead end. Yep. You can just see, oh, I keep forgetting I can't zoom in when the camera's facing this way, but yep. Takes us to a dead end, so we're going to look for another path now. We've decided to take another narrow path, so wish us luck. So it looks like this path has just taken to us to the other side of where we were earlier, so we're just going to head back that way and walk back round, as we know where that leads to, as we were the other side of down there earlier as well, so yep, just going to walk back in a circle. We just had to move out the way for this train to go past. I am a rail enthusiast, so what class would that train be? It doesn't have the class number on it. So we decided to call it a day in the park earlier than we planned, because yep, we're both struggling with the heat. 32 degrees, and according to the weather app it's going to stay as that until 5 PM, which is unusual, because it usually gets a bit cooler by like 4 PM ish. So yeah, we're just on our way back to our houses now, as we just can't bear to be in the heat anymore. But regardless of the heat, like so we still had a good time out, and nice to see each other again, as I think the last time we saw each other was quite a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yes. But yeah, so yep, just on our way back home now, get out of this heat. But then even when we're back in our houses now, we might still have to face it a bit. We will have our fans on, but one thing I'm jealous of the USA for is the fact they've got aircon in their houses. See, we don't have that in the UK. We just use plug-in fans, so still gonna have to cope with it when we're back at our houses. Just well, not as bad as now, obviously, as where we have our fans, but yep, out of the heat we go.